I called it. I just called it, man. Hello. Oh, yeah.
No, the other Brittany lied. Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Luke, can you hear us?
John right there. Yeah.
Luke, look at this. Luke.
Anthem to Grandparents' Day. Hope you enjoy your visit. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. 1, 2, 3. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, everybody get 5 fingers and 2 fingers out for amazing. You all can be seated. Thank you.
Nightingale reads, Nightingale reads, Nightingale reads,
I know a new neighbor. We get along so well. I'll teach him my new songs that Nicky Nightingale. Knowing that God watches over me makes me as happy as I can be. So I'll sing to God above of His grace and of His love, knowing that God watches over me.
All right, everybody get out your E.
Elephant reads,
E reads
Elephant reads, Elephant reads,
Ellie the elephant took a trip, stepped on some ice and went flop, flip. Ellie the elephant enjoys snow, her trunks and snowballs out, watch them go.
All right, everybody get your ow out.
Lizard reads, Lizard reads, Lizard reads, O.
Leonardo the lizard to circle went. He spent the night in a tent, and when trouble came, Leonardo was sent. Leonardo the lizard saw problems ahead. He warned his friends. Run, he said, to the lovely lodge. The lively friends fled.
All right, we're gonna get ready for our grandparents' day song. We're gonna sing Jesus Loves Me. All right, we're gonna sing John 3:16. Okay, here we go.
John 3:16. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him should not perish, but have everlasting life.
Let's have everybody sit down, crisscross.
Wow, those are some smart kids. Give them another hand. I would like to share with you guys something that we think is very important, and we share it with your grandkids every week. And we call it the Wordless Book, and it answers the question, am I going to heaven? Have you ever thought of that? We like to use this book to help everybody to understand that. The first page that we like to talk about is the yellow or the gold page. And what does that stand for?
The streets of gold in heaven.
Yes, exactly. This stands for the streets of gold in heaven. Heaven is a perfect place, and God wants all of us to be with him in heaven one day. The next page that we like to talk about is this page. And what does this stand for?
Sin.
Sin. And who has sin?
Everybody.
Everybody. Oh no, now we've got a problem. We have all done something wrong. And God loves us, but he hates our sin because it separates us from him in heaven. But God had a plan. He sent his son, Jesus, to the world, and he lived a perfect life. And what does this stand for, Mackenzie?
Blood.
Whose blood?
Jesus.
Jesus' blood. God's plan was to send his son Jesus to the world, and he lived a perfect life. And he died on the cross, and he paid for all of our sins. And just like that Bible verse says, whosoever believeth in him should not perish, but have everlasting life. And if we believe that, then God sees us
White as snow.
white as snow. He doesn't see our sin anymore. And if we have no more sins left to pay for, then when we die one day, we can spend forever with Jesus in heaven one day. The last page that we like to talk about is the green page. And what does green mean?
To grow.
To grow. And what is one way that we can all learn to grow, to learn more about God and to love him?
Pray.
Yeah, that's one way. We can pray, we can go to church, we can read the Bible. Those are all great things that we can do to learn more about God and to learn to love him. But God says that in Ephesians 2:8-9, right up here on the wall, that for by grace are you saved through faith, and that not of yourselves, it's the gift of God, not of works, lest any man should boast. So he reminds us that all these things are good for us to do to learn more about him, but he says we're not saved by the good things that we do. We are saved by believing in what Jesus did for us on the cross. I hope that made sense, and we love to share this with all of your kids so that we can know for sure that one day we can spend forever with God. Thank you so much, and now we're going to dismiss your kids to sit with you, and you guys can watch 2 videos. Here, go back.
Grandma, Grandpa, Papa, Mimi, just Grandma, Grandpa, grandparents, Lola, the regular name, Oma and Omi, Pavul and Sunil, Mama and Granddad, Grandpa and Grampy, Mama and Papo, They're called Lolly and Pops, Nana and Uncle One, Mimi and Papa, Gigi and Papa, Nana and Papa, Anya and Sesimo, Papa and Mama, Lala and Lala, Grandma and Grandpa, Nana and Mama. They're both make me chicken nuggets and french fries. They always cook ramen and chicken. They cook me noodles, pizza, chicken, scrambled eggs and pancakes, eggs, pizza, steak, and hot dog, pancakes, mac and cheese, a cake and make your eggs. Eggs, cookies, soup, bacon, pancakes, food. They cook yummy things, and after I eat my breakfast, they give me something sweet to eat. I like soup, chicken nuggets, eggs, Cheetos, and some peanut butter and jelly. Chicken nugget. I just love celery. Sausage and bread. She cooks fish, raw fish, turkey, cheese. 40 years old because they say I'm 40 years old because 572. I think 24, 25, 90, 25, 72. How old my grandpa is 76 and my grandma is 65. 39. My grandpa's gonna turn 71, so he's right now 70. 45. 28. He's 12. 14. 13 years. 15. 19. I think 2. 10. 20. I think 67. 7 years old, I think. 3. 5. They're good at soccer because they just do soccer kicks. Yeah. Puzzles. Making food. Cooking. Cleaning. Jumping. My grandpa's good at fixing houses, and my grandma's good driving cars. Sometimes I play drums on my grandpa's head because his head is bald. I'm fixing stuff. Working. Making breakfast. I'm mostly everything. Knitting. They're good at babysitting my brother. Making food. Making once. Exercise. I love you, Grandma and Grandpa. 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 You, Grandma and Grandpa. I love you, Grandma and Grandpa. I love you. I love you, Grandma and Papa. I love you, Grandma and Grandpa. I love you, Grandma and Grandpa. I love you, Grandma and Papa. I love you, Grandma and Grandpa.
Hello, boys and girls, and grandmas and grandpas. My name is Grandma Grace, and I'm 83. Now, that means that I'm a great grandma too, because my grandkids bring their children to my house. And someday you'll understand that a little bit more. But I'm so glad to see all the grandmas and grandpas here today. Aren't you glad to have them here, boys and girls? Yes. And I'm glad that I'm here. Usually on Tuesdays, I'm with second graders. I teach them and I help them how to read. You know, they know how to read in second grade, but sometimes they skip a line or they say the wrong word. So I'm glad to be with you today, too. Now, I came up here with this red stick. That's because I have a bad leg. And some of you grandparents know what I mean when I have extra body parts too. But this is sort of like an extra leg. It's a skinny red leg, but it helps me. And you know, when I was your age, I could run and skip and jump and climb trees. I can't do that anymore. So I need that extra stick. But I'm here today to tell you a story. I'm your story lady today. And I'm going to tell you how to babysit a grandma. Now listen carefully, you might get some good ideas. When you babysit a grandma, it's a very special time if you have a sleepover at her house. Now, what should you do when you get to the door? Well, you could put on a mask, a disguise, and when she opens the door, you could say, "Guess who?" Well, you could also have a special knock. Grandma and Grandpa, you can teach them a special knock. It could go like tap, tap, tappity tap, and then you know who's there. It's a special secret knock just at Grandma's door between you and Grandma and Grandpa. Now, if you like cats, if Grandma likes cats, you could pretend you're a kitten and you could say, meow. But maybe Grandpa likes a dog, and then you could say, woof. Just pretend at the front door, and when Grandma opens the door, you can shout, "Grandma, your babysitter is here." Oh, hug your mom and dad and say goodbye. Don't be sad. They'll be back tomorrow. They'll be home soon. Now, what are you going to do at Grandma's house? You have to keep her busy. You could go to the park, you could bake cookies, you could have a costume party with Grandma's old clothes, you could go back to the park and feed the ducks, you could look at old funny family pictures, you could go back to the park and swing, you could play hide and seek at Grandma's house, you could make goofy hats, you could go back to the park and try to slide with Grandma. Well, you can do all kinds of things. You could have a puppet show. You could read stacks of books Grandma likes to read. And you can go back to the park again, and you could take funny pictures with Grandma. Well, as the babysitter, however, you need to let Grandma choose what to do. Of course, she'll want to go to the park. But when you get to the park, first let Grandma slide down the small slide, you know, the one that has a bump in it. And then, if she's brave, you could go to the taller slide with Grandma, but only if she's brave that day. Now, you could go to the swings, and you could push Grandma on the swing, but remind her to pump her legs and tell her it's good X for her legs. Now you could feed the ducks, but remember to feed the shy ones too that don't come right to you. Well, don't forget that babysitters always remind their one that they're babysitting, only 5 more minutes, and then after 5 minutes you say, it's time to go. Well, back home, you're going to have to plan some more fun with Grandma. Well, you could grab 2 microphones, or you could use big stirring spoons and pretend they're microphones. And you could sing songs with Grandma. You could put on a program with Grandma. And then, you know what? Grandmas like shoes. Grandmas have all kinds of shoes that fit their feet and are comfortable. So you could pretend you're at a shoe shop, and you could line up all of Grandma's shoes. Grandma likes fancy things. Grandma likes little sparkles. She needs a little sparkle in her life. So Grandma likes all these fancy things, and you could decorate Grandma. You could use ribbons and bows and stickers, and when she's all decorated, you could say, ta-da! And Grandma and you could look in the mirror. Oh my, how wonderful Grandma would look after you decorated her. But then soon it's time for dinner. And Grandma may be a yummy cook, but you could share some tricks that you know how to do. Well, you could add sprinkles to everything on the plate. Well, almost everything. But you could arrange the food on the plate, maybe with some funny faces. You could shut your eyes and take a bite and then say, this is so good. Well, when it gets dark, you and Grandma could go outside and you could find the first star. Look it up here. It almost looks like we have a lot of stars in our sky. Well, you could look up in God's great creation and you could look for the first star. But then back inside, well, where are you going to sleep with Grandma? How about a tent? Well, it's a little cool outside still, but maybe you could put up a tent in Grandma's living room. And then you could read some books. Turn the pages slowly for Grandma because she likes to look at pictures. But ask Grandma for stories about when your mom was a little girl. Did she do funny things? Did she get in trouble? Was her grandma as fun as your grandma? Well, then go to sleep. Teach your grandma how to say, I love you, without saying any words. Look at this. I, point to your eye. Love, point to your heart. You. Try that. Are you with Grandma and Grandpa this morning? Well, if you're sitting with them, or if you're sitting with a friend or a teacher, try that. I love you. Now let's do it without saying any word. I love you. There, that can be a special something you can say to Grandma. Teach her how to do that. She can do it to you, and you can do it to her. Now let Grandma choose where to sleep. Either the tent, or she could go sleep on the rug in front of in the living room even, or on the couch, or on that little bed that Grandma calls her recliner chair. Or the best place is in the big bed with Grandma. Oh, but then tell Grandma, maybe we should leave the hall light on, and Grandma will say yes. And maybe the door open, yes, the bedroom door open. Yep, these are things that Grandma likes. Now, once you're both tucked in bed, you could make shadow puppets on the wall with your fingers, 2 ears, a mouth, and who knows, even with 2 hands, you could have them kissing goodnight, whatever you make with the puppets. Well, you can ask Grandma if she's missing Mom and Dad. Tell her they'll be back tomorrow. It's okay. Now, in the morning, when you hear the knock on the door, remember, it could be a special knock. Knock, knock, knockety, knock, knock. Oh, then you know who's there. It's Mom and Dad. But before they come, get dressed up like Grandma. Grandma has old clothes and maybe a hat and a purse and everything that Grandma uses. Get dressed up with Grandma, and you can say, oh, Grandma, when Mom and Dad come, we can pretend we're twins. Oh, after you're all packed up, though, comes the hardest time. It's the time to say goodbye. Now, how to say goodbye to Grandma? Let her borrow some of the sprinkles and some books and some stickers and some ribbons, and then say, I love you. Say that to Grandma. Give her a big hug and ask, when can I babysit you again? Maybe this weekend. Thank you, boys and girls, and grandmas and grandpas. You were good listeners. Thank you.
Thank you, Grandma Grace. Wasn't that such a cute story?
Thank you,
I don't think I was that good of a babysitter.
You hold on to this. Okay, gals. Here we go. All right. Thank you. Whoops. Got it.
Thank you, Grandma Grace. And if you loved your grandkids singing, you guys should come back for our Easter service because they'll be on stage singing again. So it'll be really fun. All right, before we leave, we are going to play a couple of games, okay? So I have some questions to ask you guys, And if you are the winner, then you'll get a prize. So the first question I have is, who is the oldest grandparent, okay? So all the grandparents, hands up. Hands up, grandparents, okay? If you are under 50, put your hands down. If you're under 60, put your hands down. Under 70, hands down. Under 75, hands down. Under 80, whoa. Under 90, okay, 85. Do we have anybody 85 or older? 82 and older. Oh, we've got some winners right here. Is there another one? Did I miss one? Oh, we have, how old are you, sir? 83. Is anybody older than 83? 84. Congratulations. He was 84. Okay, now let's do the other side. Who's got the youngest grandparents? The youngest. All right. Grandparents, hands up. Okay. If you're over 70, you can put your hands down. Over 60, hands down. We've got a couple left. Okay. Let's say if you're over 57, hands down. Okay. Is this okay? If you are under, what did I say, 57? If you're under 55, is that our winner right there? All right. Oh, we've got one right here. Oh, are you younger than 55?
She's 55.
Oh, she's 55.
53.
53, okay, 53, there we go. Congratulations. Okay, and our last one, this might be your favorite question. Who's got the most grandkids? The most grandkids. Start counting. You might have to use your toes for this one. All right, if you ever, grandparents, hands up. All right, if you have under 5 grandkids, hands down. Okay, under 8 grandkids. Under 10 grandkids, hands down. Under 13, hands down. Do I see right over there? Oh, right here, okay. Under 15, hands down. Whoa, right over here. I think there's our winner, and I cannot wait to hear how many. Mrs. Laskus will give you a microphone. How many grandkids?
18.
Whoa! Very cool. Very special. All right, so now is the fun part. You guys have a chance to hang out with your grandkids. Some things you can do, you can take pictures. There are some photo stickers on the wall. You can have the person behind you in line take your picture, and then that way you don't have to have a designated photographer. You can take a tour of the building if you haven't taken a tour of the building yet, or you can sit and chat. But your grandkids are your responsibility now, so when you've had all the fun you can have, you can return them back to their class. Thank you for coming. Happy Grandparents' Day.